So today I'll be showing you guys something I learned, and I'll be showing you how to make tables in Revit. Um, you have to know a few steps to consider first. Consider the height of the table you want to make, the materials you want to fix into it, and then what templates to use in Revit. In families, right here in this template, I'll select the furniture template right here, open. And what you see here is the reference level. If you click here to find the windows that are open, you find out that all windows for the left elevation, the front, the right, the 3D view, and then the reference level itself show. So this is the reference level that you see here. First thing to do is we want to set our plane here on this reference level, and click on reference plane in the create tab, reference plane. And you click this. I want my table to be about 4 feet, so I'll make it 4 feet high. That's how I want the height of it to be. Let's change that to 2.5 feet high, so two and a half. So that's 2 foot 6 inches high. Next thing I'll do is I want to copy this. Select this. Have this here. Go back to create, reference. 3 foot. That's for me. And I want to copy this. That is done. So I've got this for my small coffee table. The next thing I want to do is I want to put the dimensions in for this. And name the height of these dimensions that have been stated here. This will be the length, and that will be at 6 feet. And for my height, that will be at 5 feet. So on a second thought, I'll change the height. Instead of 5 feet, I'll make it 4 feet. So make that 2. Make that 2 for me. And that brings my height to 4 feet, and then so 6 by 4. So next, what we are gonna do is we you're gonna have an extrusion. So for extrusion, you click this, click that, put that in there, lock it, and check that. So now we have the tabletop. This extrusion represents the tabletop. So when we go to the elevation, when we go to the front, you're gonna have this as the tabletop. I'm gonna hide this for now. Undo that. To show you how to do it, you click on this, right click, and then the shortcut for it is to press HH. That's to hide. That's a shortcut for it. I don't remember uh, the part where you click on right here. I think this should be it. Yeah, this is it. So you click here, right on this goggles, hide that you have it temporarily in category, and it's hidden. Okay. Now we have to set another reference plane for the top shelf and then the bottom shelf and then the legs of the coffee table. Do this here, and I want mine to be 2.5. That is it. So we're gonna copy this, move it down by 2 inches, copy it down one again. I want this to be about 10 inches off the ground. So that is just what I want it to be. And I'm going to copy this and move it 2 inches above. So 2 inches above it. And what you do next is you're going to name this reference plane. This will be tabletop, tabletop. And this is the lower shelf. Okay, so you have that here. So tabletop right here and lower shelf right there. That is done for it. So when I return my hidden extrusion, that is what you have here, I'm going to move it up this one and up to this one too. And I'm going to lock it and it stays up there. So that's the top shelf. Now the next thing we have to do is have the legs created and then the lower shelf. Thinking of the legs, we go back to the reference level window. And we hide this now. Also, create reference plane. I want this to be 2 inches also, and have this also to be 2 inches. There we go. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to mirror these and put it right here on this bottom, and for this line also want to mirror it right here. So we have these ones. These edges are going to be the legs of the table. On the second thought, I'm going to make it, instead of having that at 2 inches, let's make that 3 inches. So 3 by 3 inches. So 3 by 3 inches. Same thing for this. 3 by 3 inches. So that the table will have better um, legs to stand on. It looks appealing to the eyes. So now that we have the legs in place, we're gonna go create extrusion, square, put this in, and I lock the reference for that in there, so the legs will stay there. Have this in and lock that into. Click this, drag it down, lock those in, and then the last leg stays in. So you know that all these are locked in already, and that's just what you want. So you lock that and you lock that. So yeah, you have in there, you check that box and you've got, so you can go back to the elevation, the front elevation. You're going to see that there. So we drag this to the bottom of your top shelf, lock that in. Next we want to do is we want to get the middle shelf of the coffee table in there. So to get that, create set a reference, lower shelf, okay, and the reference level, opening view, extrusion, square, and from this side through this side, and lock that, lock that, lock that, lock that in. You click on the green check mark, and you've got your extrusion set. So if you want to see it better, you go to the front elevation, and there you go. Click this one down here, and that is it for you. 3D, in 3D it appears like this, and this is your coffee table, all done and set. In about 11 minutes. So if you're doing it by yourself, you can go through this faster than 11 minutes and it should be done. You can add materials to it. You can change this top shelf to look like glass. You can change this to also look like glass. You can add materials to it. In my previous videos, you might have already seen how this is done. And this is what I have for you for today. Also, one more thing that I would like to teach you is having different sizes of table in your of your table if you load into your project. Let's say you want to put a table in your bedroom, you want to put a table in your living room. Obviously, you want to have them at different sizes. So you can always at any time change your sizes before you load into a project. Click right here, and you have the height and the length in there. I'm going to change this height. We change this. Sorry, in this front elevation, yes. So when I have this, so you have it here. You can just name your table. So you can have it 6 foot by 4 foot wide by 2 foot, 2 foot 6 inches. Yep, and you have that in there. Also, you can have this. You can test your. You can flex the parametric to make sure that it stays in place. So to do that, you can just have your this, yeah, 2 foot. This we can make this, let's say 4, and this may be 1 foot. You apply it, you see the changes right there. So that can be another type of a table that you can have. So you can have that to be 4 foot by 2 feet by 1 foot 6 inches, and that is done, and that is applied. So that is done. Six, 2,